Just to get started, my name is Corinne Smart, and I am the Marketing and Communication Specialist for University Print and Mail Services. And then also with me today is Santiago Garcia, and he is one of the project coordinators and here to answer all of your questions about UPrint. This training session, we're going to show you how to upload your own design on UPrint using a postcard as an example. I'm just going to show you real quick how to do that, and I'm going to start sharing my screen. So first off, to upload your own, you want to go to uprint.utah.edu, and then you're going to click on either the shop now under the University of Utah logo or any of the UHealth logos, and then it will ask you to log in, and then it will take you to this like home page, like the catalog page, and you're going to scroll down and click on upload your own. And if you don't see that, you can find it in the side menu right here. And then I know that my postcard is going to be a colored job because it has color on the front of it. So I'm going to click on colored jobs. And then this page shows you common documents that are printed. And I don't see postcode on here, so I'm going to click on common sizes. And then I know that I want to print a 6x4. So I'm going to go here and click 6x4.
The orientation is very important. So if you designed a landscape, you have to upload it landscape. So like the 4x6 would be portrait and the 6x4 would be landscape. And that orientation when you're selecting is really important. If there is an item that you wish was here, that you're like, I'm going to order this all the time, send me a quick email. I'll set it up with my team and we'll make it available. One thing to note, in the upload your own, we also have large formats. So if you want posters printed directly on foam board or anything like that, this is the route to do it as well.
But to make it super easy for you guys in the very beginning, if you want to, if you're on the home page, like I know that I want to click on a 6x4, I'm just going to type up here 6 space by 4. And then click enter, and then you can find it here as well. This will take you to the upload your own page. You can click and drag your design to the upload button, or you can click on the button and then add your design and click open. So this page shows you where it's going to be cropped and cut after printing. This is why we ask you guys to put bleeds, like an 1/8" bleed on your design so that the colors will go to the very edge of the document. Everything looks good to me. I'm going to click save. This image on your screen is considered your proof unless you want a physical proof or a PDF proof. You can zoom in by just scrolling over it, making sure everything looks okay. This has 2 sides, so I'm going to click on number 2 to see the back image. And it's just black and white ink, and I think it looks great. So I'm going to click proceed to order. And then approve. So approving is just letting us know that, like, yes, it's ready to print and you don't see any like grammatical errors or anything like that. So this will now take you to the order quantity page. You can order as little as 1, or I'm going to order like 200. And then here's a list of all the paper options for upload your own. We're going to send you guys an email. We're going to show you, I'll show you real quick. So this is what it's going to look like. So it's the paper options. It's going to just describe the paper stock, the options that we have, and then the description and common uses. Hopefully that list will help you know which one would be best for your project. Now we're going to select the colored inks. The front of the postcard has color. So we're going to keep the inks on full color, and the back inks, we know it's black and white. So I'm changing it to black only. And then here's where you can select a proof. So if you want a PDF proof, like PDF proofs are really good if you want to like share them with your colleagues and get their approval before it's printed. So you can click on PDF proof, or you can go down and click digital press proof. And this is recommended for print items just to make sure everything looks good. And we will send you a printed proof before you accept it, and we print the whole 200 or whatever. So I'm just going to leave it as no proof because I trust what's on the screen. And then right here is the price. So it's updated per paper or the quantity. And so you can see how much it's going to cost you right off the bat. And then I'm going to click add to cart. So this is showing what is in your cart. The memo line is for you. So you can look through your old past orders and you can just tell right away what the project is. I'm just going to do admin postcard and then click proceed to checkout. If you do want to continue shopping, you can click on continue shopping here. But I'm just going to click proceed to checkout. And then this will take you to the delivery address page. So every person who is enrolled in UPrint should have their addresses here, their campus address. If you're delivering it to a campus address, it's free. So any campus department, it's free delivery. But I know that some of you guys are working from home. You can enter a new delivery address right here. And just know that if it's off campus, you're going to have to pay for shipping, but it's possible to get things shipped to your house. So I'm just going to click campus address. And then this is going to take you to the delivery option page. Typical turnaround is 3 to 4 days. If you need it faster, just let us know in the special instructions and on the review page on page number 4, I'll show you where to put that in. So if you need it fast order, just let us know and we can work around your schedule. And then just know, again, customer pickup, you can pick up things in our lobby, or we can deliver it to any campus address for free. And then here's the shipping rate prices. We recommend FedEx Ground. It's like the cheapest option and it gets you things delivered to you in a good time. But I'm going to select delivery because I like things delivered to me. And then I'm going to click on continue. So here's the payment option page. We do have a training video on how to input a Chartfield, but here's where you input all of your information. So any field that you know that doesn't have a number, like project, for example, I'll show you right here. Here's the format. So I know that project doesn't have a number. So if you're inputting that, just input N/A because there's no number. And then you just fill out all the other spaces. And then you can also pay with more than one Chartfield. So say I filled all this section out with my Chartfield information and I want to pay with 2, I can take the 100 and just type in 50, and then 50% of the payment will go on this one Chartfield, and then I can add a new one after that. If it's too hard or confusing for you to use that Chartfield section, you can also type in your Chartfield here in the enter phone number to call for payment section. And we can input it in later after things are done and printed. But here also you can type in your phone number and we can call you for payment. So you can pay with P card as well. And then here you want to type in your project name. I want to do admin postcard. And I'm going to click on continue. And this will bring you to the review page. And this is where you want to add special instructions. So like say if I need this in 2 days instead of 3, or I want it printed on different types of paper to see which one looks best, you just type those instructions right here. And just know that any special instructions that like mess with the design or printing or whatever, it might delay your printing, like your turnaround time when we deliver it to you. So just FYI.
Just so you guys know, as soon as you enter something in your special instructions, it's going to come directly to one of my team members or myself. And that's when we'll work directly with you going forward.
And then just make sure everything looks good. So the address is correct, your delivery method, all that stuff. And if everything looks good, you're going to click place your order. And an email will be sent to you. And then as well as the confirmation page will show up. On the email, you'll have the order number, but you could go to my account and then view orders. And then right away, you'll be able to tell the job. So the job is right here. It's instantaneous. I'll show you the status is brand new. Like, let's click on the order number. It takes a second to pull up, but just give it a minute. And then let's order this one as well. If you didn't input a Chartfield in yet and you wanted to wait for someone, you can type in your Chartfield here. This is only for jobs that aren't closed. And then here you can see like what your project is, the status, and then you can click, if you want a PDF proof right away, just click on PDF proof. It'll be downloaded. You can open it and you can see like what it's going to look like, and you can email this to your people. Or you can even click on reorder and like you can do another postcard with the same specs and the same like paper and all that stuff. And you just click reorder and you can reorder more and just change the design. So this one is a closed job and it's for keyboard calendars. So I'm going to click on, I want to reorder more. So I'll just click on reorder and it will take me back to the order page and I can change the quantity. So let's say I want 100 and then you can just add it to your cart and check out like normal. Or say you ordered a business card and this was a business card, it will take you to the business card section. So it'll take you to like, let's say you ordered this business card and this was filled out with everyone's information. You can either reorder this exact card or you can change their name. So new name. That's how you can use old orders as templates for a new print job. So that's basically how you reorder, and we'll turn the time over to Santiago. Do you want to show them how to print if they have multiple pages and how to print just one of each?
Sure. So if you go here and you type in like 8.5 by 11, because that's what you want. And maybe you want it as a pad. There's many options that we have available. And so you can do 8.5 by 11, just regular. We're just going to drop the document. You can just click and drag there. And so it shows that there's 4 different pages. And so I just want to print this all single-sided, just one copy of each one of them. You just proceed to order. In here, it's going to ask you for the front inks and the back inks. And so for the back inks, we're just going to select none. And that way we know it's just going to print single-sided.
Yeah, because if you don't do that, any document that has multiple pages, it will automatically print double-sided, right, Santiago?
If they select a back ink, yes, we would automatically assume you want it double-sided.
Yeah. Okay, and I think it's already, so the system will automatically have a back ink filled in. So if you want it single-sided, just make sure to change a back ink to none.
Yeah. And you can always put a note in the special instructions and double check and say, hey, I just want a proof. And we can do whatever you need beforehand.
If one of the pages is colored and then some of the pages are only black ink, do you still select full color on the front inks?
Yes. Unfortunately, we would print all that together. Okay. If you separate it and you do the black pages all together and the color all together, then you can just click black only for those and do that one. And you can just add to cart. You have the black only, and then you can copy the item really quickly and then change options. And then you can do the full color and attach the color file.
Cool.
But yeah, and then that way you know it's going to be exactly how you want it. If you do have jobs that require a little bit more and you think it's just not friendly to use it, just email it to us. We're happy to still help that way. If you click under your account, you can see who your rep is. And then just shoot us an email and we're happy to help. And same thing with like a large poster. I have a job right now for an 18 by 24 on just regular matte paper. And they have 2 pages. They're both set up 18 by 24. And so we can proceed to check out. And this one we're going to say we want the matte paper, and then it's asking me if I want a tube or anything. I don't need a tube. So I'm just going to add to cart. I'm just putting the memo in, and we're just going to deliver to her company. And here again, like Corinne was saying, you can enter the Chartfield. So I actually have the number for the specific order. And then the Chartfield's added there. And then we just put the name, spring poster. And that's it.
Do you guys have any questions?
Okay, so we're out at South Jordan, the health clinic out here. So you guys put it through inner office, right?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Yeah. If it's a clinic, we'll definitely send in our office for anything.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize we could request a digital press proof, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah, we usually don't do it for like a business card, just because that's pretty common. But for anything else, you're more than welcome to.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool.
So if I am doing this, I'm doing a reorder and I only have, for instance, I have a partial change to it. Can I edit it before I send it to you?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me log in as you, Luis, and I'll show you that. But yeah, you can hit reorder. Okay. And for example, since this was a file that you guys sent us, you can review or upload a new art. And so you can upload a new file.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it's something that you've done before, you just have the new file, you're more than welcome to do it like this.
Okay. Okay. But you can't actually go into what you submitted and then just make a small change. You have to just upload a new artwork.
Yeah. If it's something that you sent us, if it's like a business card or a letterhead, then absolutely. You can just hit edit and it should take you back to the screen where you're the beginning, you change the phone number, last name, whatever happens, and you can make that pretty easily.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
So I've moved positions. Am I able to see all that I've ordered throughout my previous position? Because we might want to be ordering something similar to what I did in my previous position, but I don't remember how I did it. When I go into my account, will I see everything that I've ordered through you?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
That stays with the department. One thing I am working on for departments is for anyone that's management and wants to see what's been ordered for their specific department, that they can see who ordered something. So it stays with that specific department for that reason. If there are things that you want to transfer, please let us know and we can do that. But we like to keep it in the department because that's where the invoice originally was. Any jobs you guys email us, we will put in on our end. You will still see that in your account. And so if it's a business card or a postcard that you sent us, you can then go through and reorder pretty easily that way as well.
If Louisa, for example, like has an old job number from her old position and she wanted to see a proof of that old job, can she give you the job number? And if it's through Presswise, can she get like a view of what that used to look like?
She can email me or her department rep the job number, and we can send her the PDF and the invoice and everything that was used for it. Absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Thank you. Thank you, Corinne. That's what I needed to know. Thank you.
How far back will it show past orders? We have jobs that are yearly or more.
All orders will stay in the system from now until whenever we decide to switch systems. I cannot go back further than July, unfortunately, in the new system.
But anything from July that they placed, like on the new UPrint, it'll be in there.
It will always be in there, yes.
Orders. Okay. And so to view those orders, you just go to my account and then view orders, and you just
correct.
Okay. I have conference materials or 130 pages. Do I upload or email a PDF? How do large printing jobs work?
So for large printing works, I'm glad you asked. If you log out and you go to the actual home screen, you can contact us and you can do a quick order form and you can upload the file this way. And so if you know who your project coordinator is, you can send it directly to us. We will get a notification, read your message, and then we can enter the job that way as well.
How do we know who your printing project coordinator is?
So if you click my account, it should just be right here.
How does someone upload their own design if it's not a common size?
So unfortunately for that one, the best way is to email us.
Okay.
That's the best way. And if it's a common size that people keep asking, then we can definitely add that to the catalog.
We're a newer department and we're trying to figure out how to manage as far as access goes with our Chartfields as well as our P cards. Is there a way with, if somebody is ordering stuff through you guys, that it either routes to us, or I guess, is there a way we can tell who has access to UPrint? Or is that just anybody with a UID? I'm new to this, so I'm not.
Yeah, so right now, it's anyone with a UID. One thing I'm working on right now, I can turn this back on, and it just gives everyone access to anyone's jobs. I can turn this back on, and you could see who's been placing orders. But because of a sense of management and security, we've requested from the people who we purchased this system from that only admin and management have access to that. So once that's out, I'll definitely let you know, because it is one of the most requested features that we have right now. And so that would allow you to see if someone does leave your department, you can still see that job under there and log in and reorder. So to make it a little easier if you do have people leaving. One thing is, if you do switch departments, those jobs won't come with you. We'll be leaving those jobs with that department so that they can reorder when needed. Okay, yeah, that would be great. We historically have had too many people ordering, and we're trying to bring that down to just the admins. So yeah, no, absolutely. And you can sit down with me. I'm your rep, and we can say, okay, you're not allowed to order. We can put a note in there, or I can also put a note to send the invoice directly to you. Okay, sounds good. We can talk offline then. Thank you. Yeah, of course.
Every year we have a Navy ball in the fall. This last fall, we didn't have it, so I didn't have to do all the invitations and whatnot. But if that happens like this year, I'm definitely going to need some help with that, because they're supposed to be very formal.
If you need help with the design, I'm not sure if you have already a design file on there, or if you just want a quick tutorial, we can help you with that. We also have a designer on hand. We do charge $50 an hour. If you want help with any of that, he's extremely good, and especially for not main campus, but the hospital, he knows branding really well, and we work with branding to ensure that anything that we design is approved by them.
The only issue that I had was at the Chartfield section. So every section that you're not using, you don't put like a 0 or a dash, you just put NA.
Yeah,
Okay.
N/A.
Okay, perfect.
If you go to the bottom left, there's a service. So you can hit helpful tips. It has you how to log in, how to order videos. But if you also want templates for different files, you can hit templates. And so there's a 11 by 17, 22 by 28, 5 by 7, 6 by 4, booklets. So multiple different items that you can download and use.
Can I use this UPrint feature when I have a larger print request? And Margaret, were you asking for like physically larger or just like multiple pages?
It would be multiple pages. It's like a PDF, like of a manuscript. Sometimes there's like they want three chapters of the manuscript separate.
Yeah, so for example, on black and whites here under common sizes, we have an exam. And so you can upload your file. Okay, and then here, the back ink, I want to print everything single-sided. I just want one copy of each one. And then here we can say, I actually want these 3-hole punched. Or I want to have these corner staple or 2 staples on the side. And then how you want it shrink wrapped as well. If there's other ones that you want, like coil bind books or anything like that, let me know and I can create these options. We just haven't had that many requests for things like that online. And one of the main things is the system right now doesn't allow us for online orders to place different sheets for the same order. So if you wanted to do color copies for one or a cardstock for the cover, the online version doesn't. And that's something my team and I take care on the back end.
How do you establish a UPrint account? I'm trying to sign in with my UID. But it's not letting me in and there isn't a sign up option.
Is it the usual CIS login information?
No, so when we created all the accounts at the beginning, the password was 1234. So I'm just going to reset yours really quickly while I have you here. Cool. One thing I do want to just show in the orders, if you want to go more in depth, then you can see I'm also trying to get the packing list available here so you can download to see who signed for it. That way that's on your records, but you should be getting an email notification as well after every job on who signed for the job. If you're not able to get it, please send us an email and we'll be able to quickly pull that up for you.
Would you suggest that the custom designs are less expensive than what you have in your catalog, for instance, birthday cards specifically?
Are you wanting like custom birthday cards or you upload your own design for that?
Well, that's what I was considering. I didn't know whether the custom card with my own design would be less expensive than the pre-prepared designs that you have here. Just a thought.
Yeah, the pre-prepared is just an inventory item, but you can do and upload your own.
We're in the process of designing an upload your own campaign, and part of that will be upload your own thank you cards, birthday cards, wedding announcements, holiday cards, so you can upload your own picture. So we're in the process of doing that as well.
Yeah, like right now we have that available. If you go to the personal jobs, there's like the graduation announcements. And so we are planning on doing something similar for, like you said, birthday cards, thank you cards, that you can upload your own picture or your own message.
And also part of the other question, it will depend on the paper option that you select to have them printed on. That will affect the price. But there is a way to do custom cards, yes.
Can I assume that the U is copyrighted? So things that are personal, we can or cannot use the U logo.
It's available for like grad announcements.
Okay, thank you.
I do want to thank all of you. It's been an interesting year and let's move forward and get back to as normal as we can.
Well, you guys have a really good day and feel free to reach out to us whenever you need help.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.